EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Black Knights of Houston. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Pickett. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Najee Harris, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. But you look at this defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run. And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain. Pickett throwing again on second down. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
First and 10, here's Pickett. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. On the counter, ETN. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. So you look at this situation and the relocation, it's worked other places. You've got the 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out in the Bay Area. Of course, the 2 New York teams. Now 2 teams calling Houston home. And we know that they do things big here in Texas. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a second team. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On play action, Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. We look at this Steeler defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out. They get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Pickett looking to throw on second down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. And he's got it. Touchdown. Najee Harris, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. ETN bringing in another one. There's some space here. And we'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Etienne. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now. How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can. Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think? I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it. Unfolding so far so good for him. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Here's Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Finding room at midfield. On the move past the 40. And down right around the 37. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Pickett back to throw. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Pickett right back to the air again. This is caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Pickett will look to throw it here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Hey, run! Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and shoulder.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Let's go. Go, go. Agate. 13, Lou. Lou.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
11, Agate.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Again, it's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Here's Lawrence. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Flushed out right. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll run with ETN. And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll go again with ETN. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Etienne as the first half is winding down. And the Black Knights have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. To the air on first down with Pickett. Pickett slides down, and he picks up the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On first down, Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Another tote for Etienne. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Etienne up the middle. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his left. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Lawrence will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Screen play. Here's Etienne. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Finds Pickens out right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will.
And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie things at 20 all. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He gets it to Cooks. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Lisa 24.
On play action, Lawrence. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run again with Harris. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On second down, this is Harris. 20. Down to the 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now ETN to start the drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
11.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. For ETN. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Lawrence. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, man. They are living on the razor's edge. If this is incomplete, this game's over. Instead, it's a huge pickup. And I think the win percentage calculator is going to have to work overtime here because this game has really had some swings.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Hey, I'm gun.
Here's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eye
defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
Here's first and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number one running option that you scouted and take away their number one receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
A final shot now for Lawrence. ETN is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one. Is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Football, 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
On second down, a run with ETN. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Try for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to ETN. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that